Don't turn around, it's right behind you. Sarah froze. The chilling whisper was clear as day, yet she was alone in the room. Her heart pounded in her chest as she stared at the blank television screen in front of her, the reflection of her own wide eyes staring back. She didn't dare look behind. This was the old house her grandmother had left her, a place Sarah never thought she'd stay in. But after losing her job, it was her only option. Everyone in the family had always spoken of the house's history, but she never believed in ghosts or curses until tonight. It started small, a creak here, a cold draft there. Then Sarah began hearing the whispers, soft and settling voices in the dead of night, always warning her not to turn around. She took a slow, deep breath and tried to shake the thought off. It's just my mind playing tricks on me. But the whisper came again, this time louder, more insistent.
Don't turn around.
Her palms grew sweaty as the temperature in the room seemed to drop. She could feel the presence now, a cold, suffocating feeling like something was hovering just behind her. The hairs on her neck stood up, and every instinct told her to run, but she couldn't move. It was as if the fear had her paralyzed in place. Suddenly, she heard footsteps. They started faint, but grew louder, closer, like someone was pacing back and forth behind her. She felt the floorboards shift slightly under her feet. With trembling hands, she reached for her phone, desperate to call for help, but the screen flickered and died the moment she touched it. Please, leave me alone, she whispered, her voice cracking. The footsteps stopped. Silence. For a moment, Sarah thought it was over. She let out a shaky breath, but then a cold breath brushed against her ear.
I told you not to turn around.
Against every warning in her head, Sarah's body betrayed her. She spun around in terror, expecting to face the shadow that had haunted her for weeks. But there was nothing, just an empty room. But then she saw it. Her reflection in the hallway mirror wasn't alone. Standing behind her, just out of sight, was a shadowy figure, its eyes glowing faintly in the dim light. Before she could scream, the figure lunged forward, and everything went black. The next morning, the neighbors found Sarah's front door wide open, her phone lying on the floor with the screen still off. But Sarah was gone, vanished without a trace. The only thing left was the faint sound of whispers warning anyone who entered the house, "Don't turn around."